Should I forgive my husband despite the pain he caused me? My husband and I have been married for 2 years and in a relationship for 7. I'm 24 female and he's 31 male. Recently, we've been facing challenges in the bedroom for about 3 months. It's mostly due to my lack of interest or being tired. Despite this, our overall relationship is strong, and conflicts are rare. However, we had a minor disagreement about my personal freedoms and decisions without his involvement, which was intertwined with the bedroom issue. He initially mentioned heading to the store and returning within 30 minutes by 8 p.m. However, his return was delayed until 3 a.m., and he arrived heavily intoxicated, causing a ruckus as he stumbled through the house and up the stairs. Initially, I feared a break-in, but upon realizing it was him, I advised him to remove his outdoor attire and rest in bed to sleep off the effects. As I attempted to drift off to sleep a few minutes later, he began touching me and intruding into my personal space. Then he starts putting his hands down my pants. I tell him that I'm tired and to stop, yet he disregarded my words and persisted. He managed to position himself on top of me, removing my bottoms, and initiating sexual activity. He tightly gripped the back of my head, entwining his fingers in my hair, restricting my movement. I tried reaching down in an attempt to get him to stop, but he was firmly pressed against me. Once he had finished, he simply turned away and drifted off to sleep. This behavior was unexpected, as he had always treated me kindly, and I had believed I had married a decent and honorable man. Throughout the encounter, he didn't utter a single word or even share a kiss, he just gazed at me. In the morning he acted like everything was fine and asked if I wanted him to make me breakfast. I asked if we were going to talk about last night and he said yes. While sitting down to eat, he initiated the conversation by apologizing for returning home late, failing to answer the phone, and arriving inebriated. I reassured him that those matters were not my primary concern. What truly weighed on me was his act of essentially forcing me into a sexual encounter. He looked confused and asked what I was talking about. I laid out the details, and in response, his eyes welled up with tears, and he began to apologize. Saying that he would never repeat such behavior and that he would abstain from alcohol, he begged me not to leave him. However, I had already made up my mind, and I requested some space to gather my thoughts.